Hey guys, and welcome back. You might have seen this morning on Newcastle United's website that tickets for Wembley have came out in the first category. Now thankfully I'm in a very fortunate position where I've been able to go on this morning and buy my ticket straight away. I've not only been able to buy the ticket, I've actually been able to get a front row seat at Wembley. For the first time in my lifetime, I'm going to be watching Newcastle play in a cup final. 1999 was the last time we played a cup final. 1976 was the last time we played a League Cup final. 1955 was the last time we won a domestic trophy. 67 years. 1955 was the last. Will 2023 be the next? But anyway guys, welcome back. If you're new around here, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. We are on the brink of hitting 40,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. Secondly, if you enjoy watching, make sure to get down there, smash the like button. And finally, question of the day: are you making the trip down to Wembley? Make sure to let me know. But anyway, just a quick thank you from me guys. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. It's because of you guys that I've been able to financially fund myself and get myself into a position where I can go out and buy myself a cup final ticket. So thank you so much. A massive thank you from me to you. But anyway, the point of this video today is that even if you're not going down to Wembley, for example, I'm actually going to show you everything you need to know about the trip. Even if you're staying in Newcastle, there's still quite a lot going on for the cup final. So I'm going to explain everything today. I'm going to show you around the place, and I'm going to let you know everything you need to know about that trip to Wembley. Just while I'm heading over to the first location of this video, I just want to quickly warn people. I don't ever tend to warn people in my videos because I trust you guys have common sense, but I feel like, especially for the final, I've seen far too much of this on social media. I feel like I should at least come out and say something. And that's when people are getting scammed or people are ticket touting. Now, we've got to understand, for Wembley, Newcastle have just over 32,000 tickets. It's the most in-demand game of my lifetime. Everyone wants to go to the Carabao Cup final. I get it, but just use a little bit of common sense. I've seen a lot of people on social media get scammed for tickets where they're doing online transactions with people they don't know in the hope that they're going to send over a ticket, which they're obviously not going to do. There's going to be a lot of opportunists out there of people that are either trying to scam you outright, or for example, you might get a ticket touter. So this is somebody like me and you, for example, who buys a ticket for the final, but instead of attending the final, actually go on and they sell a ticket for 6, 7, 8 times the amount of money just to overturn a profit. So massive warning there. You're going to see loads of this for the final. Just use common sense. That's all I'm going to say, really. But anyway, I'm going to head over to the first location now. Let's get underway. So as you can see behind me, guys, there is the NX, one of many fan zones in Newcastle that will be hosting the Carabao Cup final. So let's say you can't get a ticket to the game, or you are wanting to stay in Newcastle for the weekend. Get yourself into somewhere like the NX where they house thousands of Newcastle fans together. It will give you that match day experience of as if you are at the final without actually being there, where you can just be amongst thousands of fans, hopefully celebrating as we win the Carabao Cup. Just regarding the NX as well, if you remember watching my videos around the World Cup time, you know I had a very bad experience in there. Put the bloody game on! Oh, it's the wrong channel! It's the wrong channel! I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's not the same production team. It's actually the guys that did the work at Central Park for the World Cup. I was in there for 2 of the World Cup matches. They were spot on. Everything was flawless when I was in there, so it should be a very good time in there, as well as your fans in this road. This also applies to London, so if people that go down to Trafalgar Square, there'll still be areas in London where there'll be loads of Newcastle fans housed up watching the final together, so there's a big heads up. Speaking of that trip to Trafalgar Square on the Saturday night, it's time to get into all the details about that. But first off, I just want to quickly talk about Sunderland, because, well, I remember those fans went there a couple of years ago, but it was quite famous on the internet because of some of the weird things they were doing. I mean, for example, one of the Sunderland fans decided to take a number 2 in the Trafalgar Square pool for some reason. I probably recommend you not to do that, to be honest. And secondly, some guy actually dived into the pool head first because he thought the water was deeper than what it actually was. He ended up fracturing his skull because he's just an idiot and just dove into a tiny pond head first. So yeah, I probably recommend you not to do those 2 things if you go down there. But anyway, back on topic to the square. All the Newcastle fans will go down this Saturday night. I'm fully expecting there'll be tens of thousands of fans there. It's just how it is. There's over 30,000 tickets alone, and that's not even going into how many fans are going to just go down for the atmosphere on the weekend itself. So I'm expecting In terms of Newcastle fans around London, I'm expecting around probably 50,000 for the weekend that are actually travelling down, not speaking about how many Newcastle fans live in London. So I'm expecting about 50,000 to travel down in general. How many of those to turn up at Trafalgar Square, I've got no idea, but I'm expecting at least 10,000. So that's going to be the main part on the Saturday night. I'm not exactly sure on the timings yet. People are going to take pyro, people are going to drink alcohol. It's going to be a bit like a takeover celebration where there's thousands of Newcastle fans together all chanting and just enjoying themselves. And that's going to be the build-up towards that final on the Sunday. So on the Saturday night, everyone's going to get to Trafalgar Square. Everyone's going to enjoy themselves. So that's the place you want to be at the day before the game. One thing that every Newcastle fan that is travelling down to Wembley for the weekend needs to know is the travel companies that are available. For example, if you haven't booked your stuff down to Wembley yet, the prices are already through the roof for hotels and for trains. I think trains, for example, with a rail card, I think the cheapest I've seen over the Friday to the Monday is about £120 return. That's just for the trains before you even look at 3 nights in a hotel. So one thing I want to point out is that there's actually travel companies that have organised packages for the trip down to Wembley. I've seen a Caledonian Travel which will take you down on the Saturday. We'll take you to a hotel just outside of Wembley. Of course, you will miss the Trafalgar Square stuff, but it'll take you to a hotel outside of Wembley. Then on the day itself, it will drive you in, drive you back to the hotel afterwards. And that return, everything without the match ticket, is £160. It's actually a really good deal if you haven't already booked stuff up. So make sure you look at travel companies. It just depends on the situation personally for you. If you're going down with a family, I highly recommend something like that. It will save you a lot of money. But for me, I personally wouldn't go down to London on a coach. It costs more money, but you can go down the train, which will take half the time to get there. I prefer to organise my own stuff so I can, well, get my videos out for you guys. For example, with a Caledonian Travel, I couldn't get my videos out there because I'm highly restricted with the travel package I've got. So it depends on the situation for you. But if you're looking to save money, I highly recommend something like that. Coach journey, loads of Newcastle fans, and you're paying 160 quid for 2 nights down in London. It's a bloody bargain, what can I say? But as for if Newcastle win the Carabao Cup, as for the celebrations that will take place right where I'm standing, be thousands of Newcastle fans by me, just like we did for the takeover. Everyone's got their drinks out, drinking cans, pyro, whatever you want. Just like Trafalgar Square, Newcastle fans will come back here after the final and they will celebrate all night long. And the team coach will come down here, double-decker coach, they'll have the Carabao Cup trophy lifted and the parade through the city. So I can't get too far ahead of myself. Potentially, we have done this in the past. Even if we lose the final, we have actually done a runner-up celebration before. So it depends, we might do it. I got a feeling we probably won't, to be honest. It would just be if we win the Carabao Cup. But keep an eye out for that. We're getting the more details if we win the Carabao Cup. I'll explain everything about that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up now. Hopefully, I'll give you a bit more insight into the Carabao Cup trip at Wembley. I can't wait for the game now. It's going to be amazing. I've waited a lifetime for this moment. 1999 was the last. Will 2023 be the next? I'm excited. But thank you guys for watching. Take care. Make sure to let me know your thoughts down below. If you've got any questions, make sure to ask them down below as well. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But take care, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.